guys, and welcome back to Mathocalypse. In this video, we're going to be looking at why dividing by 0 is undefined. So, let's just consider this from an elementary standpoint first. Let's just go for, let's say, John. Yeah, John. Wait, hang on. John, whoever's called John, don't be offended by what I'm about to say. Because I don't want you guys unsubscribe. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll go for a less common name because I don't want all of you Johns unsubscribing from me. Let's go for Xavier. Okay, I don't know why Xavier came into my mind. I've never known anybody called Xavier in my life, but yeah. So Xavier, and Xavier has 10 cookies and he wants to divide those among his 2 friends. Now, of course, we would just do that when we get 10 over 2, which is 5. However, let's just say that Xavier has no friends, okay? I'm sorry, Xavier, okay? Don't get mad if you're called Xavier. Don't take it too seriously. Okay?
Bruh.
I've just chosen a random name, so don't get offended, please. Don't, just take it easy, man. Take it easy. Okay, so Xavier has no friends, but he still wants to divide his cookies among his theoretical friends. But of course, theoretical friends don't exist, so he still has no friends. And if he were to divide his cookies among his friends, he can't do that. So, hence, dividing by 0 is not possible, really. But yeah, let's just get a little bit deeper into this. Let's just consider 1 over 0 to be equivalent to a for a second. Now, if 1 over 0, we don't know what a is, of course, but if we were to multiply both sides by 0, okay, we get 1 equals 0 times a. And then we're essentially proving that 1 equals 0, which, is a bit weird. So, that's why it's, undefined. So, what mathematicians have done over time, is that they've tried to think of a limit definition instead. And that is essentially as you increase an x, as you approach an x coordinate to a certain point, where does the y coordinate, the y coordinate approaches something as well, of course. So let's just consider this limits, for example. We will write this out using our proper notation. So limit as x approaches 0, 1 over x equals. Now, what would this be equivalent to? Well, we're going to sketch the graph for 1 over x. Let's do that in blue. Now, over here, we get what we call a reciprocal graph. You can see that this is the reciprocal of x, so it's pretty neat. So we get what we call an asymptote in the middle. Get a graph like that. Now, as x approaches 0, let's just look at it from approaching this way first. Okay, so as it's approaching 0, you can see that it's just going to keep going on forever. And if it keeps going on forever, then it's just going to go to infinity. And since it's going downwards, then it's going to be negative infinity. So we say that as it approaches, lim x approaches 0, and that's going to be, of course, from the left side. As it approaches from the left side, we put negative there to indicate that it's approaching from the left side. We're essentially going to negative infinity. However, when it's approaching from the right side, okay, we're going to positive infinity. And of course, positive infinity is not the same as negative infinity. So just consider that as it approaches from the right side. We use a plus to indicate that. We get to positive infinity. Now, since these are not equivalent to each other, we just say that the limit does not exist. Okay, so that gives another real answer. What is 1 over 0? Does it exist? Well, the short answer is no. It's completely undefined. And what mathematicians have done is that they try to use really big tricks, they try to prove really weird things, like 1 equals 2 with this. 1 equals 2 is a very strange proof because you're basically dividing by 0 when you do that. So yeah, it's very strange. I might show you that in a later video. But yeah, thanks guys for watching this video, and here are the shout-outs. Right, so 10 people I'm shouting out this time. Thank you for contributing to the channel. We have Teddy P, yeah, Alfie G, Camco, Rahul H, Finn C, Owen R, Josh H, Tom B, Alex C, and Ben M. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.